Hello guys, welcome back to Watch Diction Watch Reviews. Today in front of us are some really cool technology involved with this watch. It's actually a very interesting watch, and it's from Mechanical EXP, and they're producing this watch that's kind of driven on gears and it has a touch sensor inside the crown. It looks very geeky and it looks pretty cool. It's actually pretty good quality for the $300 price point, and you get free shipping as well. These models are actually available. This is the MS1001. It's in a black PVD. This is the box it comes in. Shipping was fairly quick. They are based in Guangzhou, China, but I believe some of their family does live in California. But yeah, it's a really cool watch. First off, let's see what's on my wrist, and then we'll jump right into it, guys. Actually, on my wrist today is this Vostok Amphibia. I bought this back in 2015. And it's still running. It's still running very good. Quite surprising. Yeah, I did buy a couple after that, I believe in 2020. But this is the one that kind of stayed in the collection. The little scuba dude. Most of you guys are probably pretty familiar with this brand and watch. Inside the box, you will get the watch on a pad, and depends if you order. There's a floral rubber band and there's a leather band. I got it on the leather band. I will be sending this watch back after the video. Inside, you do get a nice little instruction booklet, although it looks pretty complicated and stuff. It's actually really easy to use. As you can see, you get your little instruction booklet in all different languages and a little barcode to scan, so you can read it on your phone if you'd like. Yeah, just pretty standard box here. Now here is the MS001 in the black PVD. Also does come in a titanium as well. I believe that one's like $20 more, which is pretty interesting. But I think it's fine in the black PVD. It's all solid 316L stainless steel. Now it is pretty cool, interesting, right? There are kind of two different sides here with two different up and down patterns. As you can see, there are two different arrows. Obviously, this is going to be the hours and then the minutes on the right window. And then in between, they kind of signed it with their brand there, which is pretty cool. They signed fly back down here. Really, really interesting watch. It actually charges via the charger back here, kind of like an Apple Watch, which is pretty cool. Yeah, found that quite interesting. I actually charged this up like 6 days ago, and the battery has lasted ever since. So the battery life on this thing is pretty long, at least 7 or 8 days on a full 4-hour charge. And it does come with the cable. It's actually the same cable for the new iPhone 15 and 16. You're going to need to plug that into one of those kind of cables. It's a USB. But anyway, let's get that out of the way. The watch itself actually is pretty cool. I want to get a little closer on the dial so you can really see. It has these two kind of up and down little rails here, as you can see. And the loomed arrows as well, which points to the hours over here. So that would be 6, and then that would be 54. As you can see there, 654. This is the yellow variant. As you can see, those numerals match the band with the yellow stitching there. There are a bunch of different variations. You can check out on their website. It'll drop down in the description below. But anyway, that is sapphire crystal on both sides. So there are two separate sapphire crystals on both sides, which I think is pretty interesting. They actually have to put two crystals that are custom cut. But yeah, 50 meters of water resistant, pull and push crown. Easy to function. I'll get into that in a second. But when the hour changes, which is pretty cool, maybe it'll do it by the end of this video, this thing kind of goes and you hear it go up and down, and it resets back to 0 down here. It's pretty cool. Anyway, let's get into some basic dimensions. Now, dimension-wise, the watch is not that big. It's not extremely small, but it's kind of, medium-sized, I'd say. We're looking at 48 millimeters lug to lug. We're looking at 38 millimeters across in terms of case diameter. We're looking at a pair of 22 millimeter luglets, which you can change bands on this watch, so it's not like some of those watches that have integrated stuff where you can't change the band. This one you can put any band on it you wish. The watch itself is a bit thicker at 14.5 millimeters. That is to house all of that technology inside of this watch. Now the movement itself is a CNC motor driven movement, which is pretty cool, and there's sensors inside of this crown which help you set it and use it. There actually is a backlight. Look at this. That's the backlight. It's actually pretty cool, and it's very legible at night. You can actually read the time in pitch black just with using the little backlight there, which is pretty cool, kind of like a Casio, but it goes up and down the both sections that are open over here. But yeah, just really, really cool. I mean, the actual quality is pretty decent as well. You get little kind of grooves coming out here, cut out over here. You get a signed crown as well with their logo. And then on this side, it's the same, little 1, 2, 3 lines here. And they're actually drilled lug holes. Take a look at that. Thought that was a nice little touch. The band it comes on itself is actually really comfortable. It's like a leather band with like that kind of, I don't know, like that sailor material, sailcloth straps. Like same kind of material. And then on the back it's full leather signed with their brand here, 22 down to 20, which tapers down to. Pretty cool, and that is the case back. Just get you a little glimpse there, a little closer, and as you can see, sapphire all stainless steel, 50 meters. But how do you actually use this watch? I was kind of confused when I first got it. Then I read the instructions, and it was very simple. You have to hit this crown 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and the watch will reset to 0. As you can see, this kind of goes down over here, goes that comes down. Now we're at 12, 12, 0, 0. And then you're going to use the crown each way to go, as you can see here. You go little increments, 1, 2, 3, 4, and everything kind of goes on that gear there, which is pretty cool. 7 o'clock, and then you go the other way. Oops, and then you hit it one more time, and then I can set the minutes. And it makes a little clicking sound. So there's sensors inside this crown. It's really cool. Then when you're done, just hit it again, as you can see there, and it's going to set to the time you set it at. And then you get your light there, just touching it anytime you want. So really, really cool stuff, guys. Very interesting technology that I haven't seen before. Quite honestly, I've never seen anything like this before. It's kind of nerdy, geeky, but I think it looks kind of something like artwork would make or something of that nature as well, kind of like futuristic. I think a lot of people are actually going to really like this watch, and the quality is very good. It's not like some cheap watch. The price is only $300. I think it's a pretty good deal if you're looking for something really interesting in your collection. I was quite surprised. Let me throw it on my 6.5-inch wrist, show you how it looks. There's the watch on my 6.5-inch wrist. I don't have a big wrist at all, and as you can see, it looks perfect on my wrist. I think this watch actually looks a lot more expensive than it actually costs, to be quite honest. And we do get a signed PVD mechanical EXP buckle there, if you didn't notice that, which is actually custom and fits very nicely. The band itself, 1 to 2 days, it should be completely broken in. It's pretty comfortable on the wrist, since the lugs are kind of lower, so it doesn't have that coming out. You know what I'm talking about? So it kind of just wraps around the wrist very nicely straight out of the box, which I do appreciate. But yeah, very legible, very easy to read, and it's pretty cool. And we always do get that backlight whenever you want to use it. So I think that looks pretty cool. And yeah, comfortable fit, as you can see across my wrist. It fits perfectly. I have like a millimeter on each side, and my wrist is only 6.5 inches. Now I did want to show you guys the charger. It's actually a custom branded charger, as you can see here on the front. This snaps right on the back, and then this is the same actually USB as the new iPhone 15. So I actually have the iPhone 15, so I use the same charger port for the iPhone 15, plug this in, and then hook this to the watch. As you can see, it's all magnetic here. Oops, went the wrong way there. It actually goes this way. And then it clicks right on the back, magnetic, and it just charges. 4 hours full charge. Like I said, I'm on day 7. Watch is still going strong. But anyway, guys, I think it's a pretty cool watch for the money. A lot of different variations, a lot of different colors. Obviously, it doesn't look like anything else out there. I think they did a pretty good job on the actual technology inside the watch, on the actual case finish cut and everything, and a nice band as well, good packaging. $300. I think it's a good deal. Guys, let me know what you think down in the comment section below, as usual, of this new release. I believe they ran a Kickstarter for some of these or some other models. It was very successful, actually. But they are available on their website, which will drop down in the description below. Feel free to check it out. Let me know what you guys think. Like the video, share it with your friends. Definitely subscribe to the channel. We have a lot of interesting content coming up real soon. So stay tuned, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.